Oh, Ch- uh, once we can start to evaluate ourselves and our surroundings, we can start to understand what is preventing us from truly accessing ourselves. And what I was thinking this morning is that we all have the power to access our truths in life, and our truths being just our deeper senses of existence, our deeper senses of thought, feeling, truth. You know, thought and feeling, if they were able to dance together, they would probably produce some kind of truth. Because it's the feeling of thought which will generate some sense of truth that then we can use to resonate with our true originality. There needs to be some kind of linkage, and truth via thought and feeling is that essence of emotion, or not emotion, but it's the dance that we learn to listen and evolve within to be able to connect with our true sense of originality. We need something to connect to it. And we could say it's thought, but thought just isn't enough, because there's so many thoughts running through our heads that we don't know which is true. But feeling, on the other hand, feeling, is such a intense way to express certain and different perceptions, or different ways of resonating with, feelings. We can feel something and we can resonate with someone. When we feel someone suffering, we can feel them, yet our minds would convince us to leave them alone, but our hearts would express a higher sense of care or a higher sense of compassion. And this is why it's so important to understand that there's a massive difference between the mind's rational thinking and the heart's expression of feeling and loving and caring. And there needs to be a significant shift of awareness to understand that if we just want to live in this world and be super successful and not give a fuck, well, then just think with the mind. But don't expect it to take you places where you will be able to link back to your heart. Because the further you get away from your heart, via the mind will just take you on the mind train to fucking the abyss of who knows. As they refer to selling yourself to the devil. Well, the devil controls the mind if you don't. And how do you control the mind? Is you have a healthy balance, have a balance between the mind and the heart, and work together with the heart and the mind. If you're only listening to the mind, well, then you're only listening to the voices of the devil, the voices of evil. Because if you don't have control of those voices via the heart is the one who's really bringing that sense of balance. When the mind wants to run off with some thought, especially these dark thoughts which people have, for God's sake, they're sometimes super dark. And if you don't have the heart's sense of awareness, or the heart's sense of action to bring back the mind, for God's sake, the mind will just take your point of attention or perspective and just roll down the hill, down into that idea or that sense of thought, and it will just take you who knows where, down the roller coaster ride of the mind, dark places. But if the heart can say, no, you're not going anywhere. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to send me down the wrong path. And these paths generally have a lot to do with money, greed, and success, or the perception of what success is. But true success is just igniting to our true divine love, and also having the balance within this world while doing it. If we can awaken to our true divine love and then also survive within the society, that's true success. Not taking excessive amounts, but just getting what we need.